All rise. This is the Cuse Countdown Courtroom webisode edition, and it is now in session. Judge J.P. Chunga presiding. Today we're hearing a couple of cases surrounding the Syracuse basketball community. Before we begin, I need you, Mr. Danny Cuneo, and you, Mr. Seth Quam, to swear to tell the whole truth, so help you, Jim Brown. Now, let's hear the cases. First one up, we've got Jim Boeheim, represented by Danny Cuneo, suing the media for harassment.
I think this is a pretty open and shut case, JP. The media is harassing Jim, and Jim is too old to put up with this stuff. He doesn't need this anymore. He's won over 900 games, and I think that at a certain point in your career, you do whatever you want.
That's an outrageous expectation from Mr. Boeheim. What Jim Boeheim and guys like Marshawn Lynch need to understand is that part of their job is to talk to the media, and furthermore, it's the media's job to ask the coaches and players questions before and after the game. If Jim Boeheim is too old to answer the media's question, then maybe he shouldn't be coaching anymore. Furthermore, if anything, the media should be suing Mr. Boeheim for giving snarky answers to every one of the media's questions. I think this is an outrageous claim, and the media is only doing its job.
Objection. Beast mode never should have been dragged into this.
As a member of the media, though, I will have to side with Seth Quam and dismiss this case. In the end, we move on to a workers' compensation suit. Rakeem Christmas, represented by Seth Quam, he's bringing a case against Syracuse men's basketball because he has a lower body injury due to unlawful working conditions. He's been carrying the team on his back.
Mr. Christmas, my client, has been working under outrageous working conditions this entire season. He has scored more than 25% of the team's points. He leads the team in points, rebounds, and blocks. No one else on the team is helping out. He has had to carry the team on his shoulders, and he deserves some compensation for the workload that they are putting him through.
You know what? I am here, and I was told by you that I had to tell the truth. I will tell the truth. He's having a Greg Jennings season. He's putting the team on his back due.
Thank you, Mr. Cuneo.
But this relationship is complicated. It's like Ross and Rachel.
Okay.
It's not just this season. You can't just talk about this fantastic season.
It's a great season.
He's had 3 very underwhelming seasons at Syracuse.
So now we're bringing up history lesson here?
Is this... hold on. You need to clarify. You never clarified.
Mr. Cuneo?
We never got into the
Mr. Cuneo?
Yes.
We need to keep it to this season. 2015, start of 2014.
The defense rests.
All right. Then we move on to our final case, an interesting one. I'm not sure how you communicated with your client, but the SU 3-point arc is suing Ron Patterson for neglect.
This is also an open and shut case. I feel like I'm 2-0 here in the courtroom, and I don't think it's close. There's an old saying
strongly.
That former President George W. Bush said, fool me once, shame on you. Shoot under 20% from 3. You can't get fooled again. I refuse, as the defender of the perimeter, it's a lot of ers, to take this. The fact that they're not suing Trevor Cooney, and dare I say B.J. Johnson, it's a travesty. You're getting away with so much right now.
That's an excellent point.
You're honorable, JP. What you have to understand is that my client, Mr. Patterson, does not have any control over how far away the three-point line is from the basket. If the three-point line would just move in, if it was, say, inside the paint, my client, Mr. Patterson, would be much more effective from behind the arc. So I think this is more of a question of where the three-point line is on the court rather than execution from deep for Mr. Patterson.
It's an excellent point by Councilman Quam, but I still agree, yes, there should be multiple people charged in this case, as Syracuse hasn't been very good from beyond the arc. I side with you, Mr. Cuneo. For more cases around the Hill, you can check us out online at CitrusTV Sports on Twitter and on YouTube.